Well, Kathy, it's been a quiet day here in Ely and Cardiff, but a poignant one because tributes have been released by the families of the two boys, best friends, who their parents say were not just loved by their families, but by the community here. Kai-reese Sullivan was described as a loving and handsome young man, and Harvey Evans, his parents, said lived life to the full. He truly cared, and our hearts are broken. Well, after their deaths in a crash, a fatal crash, that we now know involved a police pursuit, they were followed by the police at some point in that evening. There were violent and frightening scenes in Ely in which cars were overturned, they were set on fire, missiles were thrown at the police, scenes which left 11 police officers needing hospital treatment. And today, Channel 4 News has obtained fresh CCTV from the road where the police first began to follow the boys on their electric bike. This is CCTV from Frank Road, a little bit further up the road from the CCTV you may have seen yesterday, and it clearly shows the boys on their bike going up the gentle hill, followed shortly afterwards by a police van. The problem is that none of this detail about the police van following the boys was made clear initially. Today, the Deputy Chief Constable, Rachel Bacon, faced the press to give a press conference. She wanted to express her sincere condolences to the families, but also try to clear up the timeline of events. She explained that the boys initially rode towards the police van before turning around and going in the opposite direction, and that's when the van started to follow the pair. But she insisted that they didn't have their lights on or their siren, and she said that at the time of the crash, the police van was not on the same road. It was half a mile away, here in fact, on Grand Avenue. The difficulty for the force is that the night after the riot, the Police and Crime Commissioner, Alan Michael, took to the airwaves and suggested basically that the riot was the result of false rumours spread on social media that the boys had been followed by police. Rumours that we now know were true. That did happen. So I asked the Deputy Chief Constable why it took the force so long to reveal the boys had, at one point, been followed by police. Why did you let the line that speculation about a chase were false rumours circulating in the community? Why did you let that persist for so long, well into Tuesday?
The situation yesterday morning was still very unclear. I've explained to you the huge amount of work that has had to be undertaken to get to the point where we are. I would have wanted to speak to our community sooner, and I haven't been able to because we haven't had that level of information.
But you let the Police and Crime Commissioner go out to the media and say that these were false rumours.
The Commissioner was very clear in his interviews that the situation was uncertain, but that there was no police car following the e-bike at the time of the collision.
I think we were left with the sense that there were as many questions as answers, and Mark Drakeford, the First Minister of Wales, has also said tonight that South Wales Police has questions to answer.
Jane, thanks very much.